Fizz TV live from Yankee Stadium. What's up? Craig Hoffman, Andrew Kanell, Kevin Fitzgerald. Guys, been a busy week here in New York. Game finally tomorrow. Let's focus each side of the ball. Then everyone seems to be downplaying this weather thing, so it might actually be a factor. First, start Syracuse offense versus West Virginia defense. Fitz, what do you think the key is for Cuse to be able to move the ball like they have been really all year, especially throughout the latter part of the season?
Well, that's going to be the one interesting aspect of tomorrow's game, even dealing with the weather. It's been Ryan Nassib. He's been the base of this offense the entire season. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to try and go with that pass more so than the run. Obviously, the conditions are going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to play with. I think Syracuse still has that advantage. We were just talking about this before. West Virginia's offense, really based on a lot of speed. Syracuse can run the ball, and I think that's what you're going to have to do tomorrow. You're going to have to pound it. Jerome Smith, Prince Tyson Gully, the loss of Adonis Amin Moore does hurt.
Right.
And with the weather conditions, I think Syracuse does have the advantage.
And of course, Ryan Nassib a couple years ago in this game played pretty well in the snow. It wasn't actively snowing during the game, but it was still cold. You know, as a guy who's got a strong arm, can get the ball through the wind. Obviously, wind could be a factor, huge factor for West Virginia. As we flip the field, Kanell, what do you think about the West Virginia offense, specifically that Syracuse defense? How did they defend a ridiculously video game-esque offense?
Well, you mentioned the wind. Doug Marrone even went ahead and mentioned that he cares most about the wind when it comes to weather conditions. But okay, as far as West Virginia goes offensively, the thing about Syracuse is that they run the more pro-style offense compared to West Virginia, which runs the spread offense. Syracuse can actually run the football, like you pointed out. West Virginia, not quite as much. They pretty much do what they do. I mean, they have a decent enough running game, but most of their offense is really predicated on passing, and their running game is basically the screen game with the wide receivers. They use the screens with the wide receivers as their pretty much de facto running game. So then the problem is for West Virginia, it seems that it's predicated upon passing the football and their speed on offense. Could the weather have an impact? I say if the weather does have an impact, it'll have an impact more on West Virginia than Syracuse, because Syracuse just has more versatility.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the key to this, the wind is going to be a big factor if they try to throw the ball down the field. And both these teams like to take their shots, but so much of it is about pace and their short passes. Wind's not going to affect a screen pass as much. The snow, and if it gets icy, will affect West Virginia's speed. For an offense that's predicated on speed, West Virginia might not be able to break the big one if they can't get their footing. It's as simple as that. So we're here at Yankee Stadium. Follow along on Twitter tomorrow during the game. Fitz has got you covered there at Orange Fizz. Andrew Kanell, Kevin Fitzgerald, Craig Hoffman. It's been a fun week in New York.